Welcome back. Oh my God. Welcome back to episode 14 of The Lookout. I am Meals. I am here, one of the co-hosts of The Lookout, with the ever-present, ever-omnipotent, always graceful Platinum Show boy himself, Jeff. What's poppin', bro?
What's up, man? How you doing, bro?
This is amazing, man. We are at the season finale of season 2 of The Lookout.
Season 2.
Listen, season 2, baby. and we're prepping for season 3 as we go. Have you started watching episodes for season 3?
Yeah, I have. I did slow down. It was crazy. Last night, it was like the 100th episode of Hunter x Hunter. Mm-hmm. So I was like up watching Toonami and Dragon Ball Z Kai. The final chapter was on, and it was like Oob versus Goku at the tournament, like that episode last night.
Okay.
And I just want to, this is random, this isn't in our topic list today, but I had to just touch on it real quick because he literally fights Oob for, an extended period of time at the tournament, and then flies up to his family and says, "Hey, I'm going to go leave and train this guy in this village. I don't know how many years it is. I'll be back." And then, like, his granddaughter jumps on him, like, Goten and Trunks are like, "What the fuck?" Like, and then that still doesn't keep him there.
No, not at all. Listen,
bro, I was watching the episode last night. Like, this is some of the like craziest shit I've ever seen.
This is amazing. Man, you know what I was watching last night? And
what's that?
No one watches this. I'll say no one watches it. I've yet to meet a person besides maybe you. You watched it. I watched Digimon Try.
Oh yeah. Digimon Try is awesome, dude.
I watched the final final series of episodes called Future. And if you have not watched, if you're not into Digimon Try is an anime series based off of the first season of Digimon, but everything sort of happens after season 2.
It's really good. Like no shit. Like I think it updates on Crunchyroll and whatnot. And of course you can find it, but Digimon, it's really fun. It's really fun.
Did you watch the last movie?
I haven't. Well, you know what the thing about it is, the way that it's drawn and it's done so well, it reminds me of the actual Digimon movie from when we were kids.
One. Right.
Doesn't it give you that same
absolutely
feel, right?
Absolutely.
So like, and that sound, first of all, the soundtrack on that movie was spectacular, and like I watched the Try, and it looks so similar to the movie, so it's exciting. But I haven't watched what you're talking about.
Listen, the fact the movies come out so far apart, I usually forget what happens in the previous movie by the time the next movie comes out, but you get the general gist of it. I'll be honest with you, I watched the ending of it and I was like, wow, I feel like they kind of dropped the ball.
On the actual movie? On
the actual, like, this entire series of things. I feel like it dropped the ball. I feel like it went in this completely not different direction, but it went in a direction that wasn't satisfying to, I believe, like, the fans.
Like in the beginning, I thought it was, they tried to move off nostalgia for a while.
Yeah.
And then like I admit that does get like kind of boring and just like it's kind of dissatisfying and just so normal. You wanted to see like you just want to see that crazy stuff that
100%
at that time.
You know what? It's a lot more mature. I'll say that. It's a in terms of compared to like when we watch it as a kid.
Oh no, it's anime. Yeah, this is not like.
This is when you watch series. When we watch it as a kid, like on Fox and shit like that. Like, and I watched that. I watched it again as an adult. I was like, how could this have been the dub? Like, this is so. There's a lot of corny jokes. There's a lot of other things, but no, this is for, I wouldn't say mature audiences only, but it's a much more mature, take on the Digimon series. And I just think, I don't want to give away too much in terms of how it ends. I'll just say that the way I was a fan of Digimon the first season and the second season, and there are a couple more seasons after that, but they're not really canon in terms of the first and second season.
Yeah.
The way they did the second season people is kind of fucked up. That's all I say.
Well, man, at that time, they were starting to do like different stuff, and then I don't even want to talk about. You already know, Pokemon had kind of taken over everything that was going on at that time, and it was just really tough. Like, but Digimon had like really cool accessories.
I like Digimon because it was compared in terms of comparison to Pokemon, because it was like a story that continued to go on. Yeah. Whereas Pokemon was just like every episode was its own thing, kind of. I mean, in a bigger story, but every episode was like its own little, you know, vacuum of things that happened and things that were resolved by the end of the episode. Whereas Digimon is like, it's this continuing story that kind of goes through, you know, just it carries through an entire season and it ends at the season finale.
Yeah, real shit. I had like 3 Digivices.
I had 1.
Yeah, they were some of my. Those are like
where it was like a kind of a gigapet thing.
Yeah, it was like one of the coolest things to happen at that time, I thought, you know. But I went through about 3 of them. I see them now. You can go get them now off like Amazon, eBay for like $250.
$250,
like brand new. Like, yeah, bro.
Wow, that reminds me of like, yeah, when you could literally buy the original versions of like Pokemon Red and Blue on Amazon for like $200,
still there,
$400.
Ridiculous.
Oh my god, it makes me wish like, yo, if I just had remotely my head on straight when I was a kid and saved one of those games, I would have been.
It's facts, man. I think about it every day. I think about it every day. All the things that I got rid of that are considered like classic now or whatever like that. You know,
listen, holographic Charizards, all these other amazing shit. But you know what? Let's bring it on back to Dragon Ball.
Yeah, we gotta power up, man. We gotta get these power levels popping.
Listen, first things first, we want to give a congratulations to Eric, our first winner of our Dragon Ball contest on the lookout. So you know what, we had a contest for people to sort of pick what they wanted to hear for season 3 of the lookout, and also if you retweeted that post, you were entered to win a free season pass.
Yeah, free season pass for fighters on PS4. Well, it would have been Xbox if the person had Xbox. I just preferred it was PS4.
Right. You would have felt you felt a lot more.
Yeah, I felt a lot better about it. It's fine.
He was like, I'm doing a service for the community by it being on PS4. But shout out to Eric, our first winner. We'll do much more contests in the future. I mean, we kind of have to at this point, because I love giving stuff away. I love interacting. I love just seeing people who are into Dragon Ball, like people who want to be part of the community. I would love to continue to get deeper and deeper into this community of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z. So please keep a lookout for more contests coming up. But shout out to Eric. You won our first contest. Shout out to him. Let's see. We got news before we hit the sort of finale of the Cell Saga, Android Saga thing, where we're pretty much going to like rank how important these characters were in this entire series and sort of give them a grade and give them how they did over the season and sort of wrap everything up in a nice, great bow. Yeah. We have Dragon Ball news, Dragon Ball stuff as we continue to head forward.
It just keeps happening, man.
As we continue to head forward towards these Dragon Ball movies, the Dragon Ball Super movie coming in December 14th, I believe.
Mm-hmm. That'll come fast too.
Yeah,
that's what she said.
We've got new outfits. We got new fits here.
Man, the fit, okay. The community around the Dragon Ball fits, like, it's all there, man.
Yeah, listen, everyone appreciates it. Just released. What magazine was it?
I couldn't tell you right now.
I got 100%, but it was released the drawings of Goku and Vegeta. Oh, it was let's see. Damn, I can't pronounce this, and I don't want to be,
Yeah, spell it.
Naohiro. Night. Shintani's, Frieza, Goku, Arctic Coats. So here's the thing. This is the biggest craze. This is the craze that's been like the entire Dragon Ball Z world kind of just stopped because it's Frieza. I mean, it's Frieza who's revealed. Shout out to Frieza.
and looks awesome, dude.
Listen.
Looks awesome.
You think Frieza's just a main character at this point? Like, he's been in so many different films and so many different episodes. At this point, I think everyone learned to love him by the end of Super.
I can't believe they figured out a way to do it like this. You and I talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
We spoke about this. that it kind of felt like they were already trying to maneuver him in that situation anyways during Super. Like they're just trying. Like he had comedic moments, he had heroic moments, and then he had his just normal Frieza shit, you know.
Yeah.
And it made people just attracted to the character. Like
the moment they made him an underdog in the fight against Jiren and the fight against Toppo, people were just like, I feel for Frieza.
Yeah.
And
to me, the story reached its climax when him and Goku finishing the job.
100%.
Like I feel like that was like full circle. Like boom, he's a part of whatever is going down. Not saying he's gonna be,
on the good guys team, but essentially he's part of he's forever a linchpin in this sort of Dragon Ball story.
Absolutely, basically.
But we got apparently Goku and Frieza are going to be Goku and Vegeta are going to be fighting some Arctic weather, and they need Arctic jackets, and
they're fly.
They're fly. Listen,
fly.
A little parka action here.
Well, who you think designed them? I guarantee Bulma designed those coats, bro.
It has to be. It has to be, bro. She's literally the only one who. It's probably hooked up to the T. It probably comes out of a capsule. It probably got some warmth. It's able to expand to any size, like all this stuff. So in case they want to go Uzaru with it, they can just keep the jacket on and everything.
I gotta see him Super Saiyan 2 with the coats on.
Oh my god!
I gotta see him with the coats on. Super Saiyan. I say Super Saiyan 2 because to me, Super Saiyan 2 is like the perfect regular Saiyan hair.
Yeah.
Like I just think if you're Super Saiyan 2, that's perfect right there. So Super Saiyan 2 in the new jackets, man, look, Bulma's out of control. If she did
the fit test, please let me know how the Vegeta, the limeish green, a little.
I like it, man. I like it a lot, man. Vegeta could do runway. He could do runway, bro. He has that attitude. He has his straight face. Goku can't do runway. He's too goofy.
No, my God. My man is here with his hands on his hips. He's like, I'm ready for action.
Yeah, man.
Vegeta's like, nah, let's zip it up. Let me little half zip, 3/4 zip.
Vegeta is a bit fashionable. Even think about it, even dealing with in the past, his past outfits, even the options that he was given, he still made it happen. You know what I'm saying? He may not have enjoyed the outfit itself, but that was his only option. And look how fly it ended up being.
He the type to he's zipping it up all the way up. He's got both hands in his pockets. He's like, "Yo, what up? What's good? Yeah. I'm ready for action. How we doing with this?" But you know what? I love it. I love everything about it.
I'm glad that they're doing that. Like they're premiering, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
come on,
costumes. Like that's pretty dope, man.
And I'm sure it'll sell $1,000. Right. They'll sell the movie. We also got a few new characters out of this as well.
We do.
I'm trying to look up their names now. We've got a few new characters that we really don't know. They're aliens, but they have scouters and they have similar clothes to Saiyans.
They do.
We have Lemo, Kono, and Shelly? Female?
Shelly? Is that the girl?
That's the girl. What are your thoughts? She got a gun.
I mean, they're cool designs. But I want to know why they have Saiyan armor and Saiyan. Saiyan like armor, yeah, and just I mean the demeanor of the characters too. The way that they're just drawn, they look like, Saiyan Lucy soldiers that aren't really they're not Saiyans, but they're just like,
I feel like maybe their planets were taken over by Saiyans.
Right. There we go.
Because that seems to be like the general gist of things in this sort of universe. We got 3 new characters out of this. We've got Frieza, who's also going to be featured in the movie. We have Goku and Vegeta in jackets. We have that to look forward to. It's just everything looking forward to as we continue to head towards December 14th, where the Dragon Ball Super movie comes out. I don't even think we've got an official title for it yet.
I don't think so.
Oh my God! But listen, we're ready. As we continue to head on, we're ready.
What's the date? What's the date on that?
December 14th.
December 14th. Man.
December 14th, man.
It's close to holiday time. I'd like to make something nice out of that. I was like, man, maybe pull up to NYC, man.
Listen,
but that's December, bro.
That's December. It's just chilly. Don't get me wrong. It's cold. We might need those jackets, baby.
I'm saying.
Like, we might need those jackets. It is. We have another major sort of thing that's a little bit more immediate. Dragon Ball Heroes anime.
Yeah.
We talked about it last time, or at least a couple episodes ago, but the Dragon Ball Heroes anime is debuting on July 1st.
July 1st.
And the poster's been out for a while. The excitement is there. We know who's going to be featured in the show. We know, if you played the card game or any other sort of the game, who's going to be featured in the show. First episode, July 1st. Second episode, July 16th. We don't really know anything else outside of that.
So, this Heroes thing, it interests me.
Why so?
Only from the aspect of how long it's going to be. I want to know what they really have in store for it, and what does it really mean.
Well, it doesn't appear to be canon.
No, it doesn't appear to be canon, which I'm cool with.
I'm 100% cool with. This is a pit stop.
Right. I still want to it interests me to the point where I want to know the underbody of it. Like, I want to know what it consists of fully. Like, I don't want it to be a series where they show some different things, or different things may be happening, but it's like, it's also like things they leave a bunch of stuff out so where you can't understand it.
Well, I think this is this little side series, and I think it's one of the first things in this sort of recent Dragon Ball wave that I don't think Akira Toriyama is involved in this one.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, like, he's not involved in this one, which is probably why we see Super Saiyan 4.
I feel like when he's not involved in it, it's more of a money situation.
Yeah. I mean, it looks so. You know what I'm saying? And you may be onto something like that, because I mean, that was sort of the precursor for GT. It was that Dragon Ball Z making so much money. Why are we ending this here? We're leaving a lot of money on the table.
And as soon as it has to do with anything that's just like oversaturated, or, almost pop culture, it's like he's like zoned out on it.
So let's talk about the characters who are through this, because it's July 24th is pretty much like this Sunday.
I think my favorite couples in Heroes.
Listen, we got first of all, we have Goku and Vegeta.
Yeah,
of course. We can't even have a series without them at this point. Yeah. Vegeta with an alternate fit on.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Looks cool.
It's like his old fit.
Yeah.
Basically, I guess Bulma was ready to see some new shit.
We have Trunks and Mai.
Yeah.
From the recently ended Goku Black Future Trunks saga on Toonami. So that just ended. We just saw the beautiful ending towards that. They come back from the future to train with Goku and Vegeta.
Why are they still traveling?
They know the risk.
It's another question we're gonna have to ask ourselves when we're talking about this show. It's like, I could have sworn this is what caused all the problems previously.
They know the risk of time travel, but they still essentially want to. And I'm sure Beerus and Whis are in this series. I'm sure. I mean, we can't have them. We cannot have them at this point, because they're great comedic relief, and they kind of like end certain. Whis at least explains a whole bunch of things that happens through this entire series. Let's talk about some characters we kind of know from this series. We're going to see Fu. Now, Fu, if you play
the doctor guy, or he has the glasses on.
He's kind of like a thoughty Supreme Kai. He's 100% like brunch bounce.
He's cleaned up.
Duce Palooza, Supreme Kai, Dragon Ball Xenoverse
Chelsea
2.
Boots.
100%
breakfast. Yeah, he's one of those guys.
Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. If you're familiar with that game, you've seen Fu in it. Now he's going to make his sort of anime debut when he goes after the Dragon Balls. Someone else we also see in this movie in the poster, we see Cooler, but it's not only just Cooler; it's Golden Cooler.
Very fun.
So he's. I'm sure he saw his brother Frieza ascend to the golden level and was just like, I'm gonna try that on.
Well, man, Where is Cooler whenever Frieza's going through some real shit on Earth?
Cooler? I don't know.
Because if we say he's dead, then how does he know anything about Golden Frieza?
I'm sure I don't know. That's a good question. Cooler should be dead.
He should be dead. We know this.
He should be dead at this point, shouldn't he? Like he's
Hey man. I guess honestly, this is what I told you. I told you this. I just feel like we're gonna get more Frieza's family, bro. It's just something in me, bro, I just feel like we're gonna get so much more. At
this point, if Frieza is one of these main characters, we're definitely getting a sibling.
Yes, bro. There's gonna be something else involved.
It's a prison planet saga that all this sort of happens in, and let's talk about a few more characters that we don't know. We literally have no idea. Well, at least I have no idea.
I don't know either, bro.
And one of them is Cumber. And Cumber is essentially this like Saiyan, this like barbaric Saiyan from the future. At least that's what it seems like from everything I've read about it.
His name is Cumber, so he's definitely a Saiyan.
Definitely Saiyan.
He's definitely a Saiyan if his name is Cumber.
He's Bane-esque in sort of visual with the mask. He looks like someone. He's wearing a straight jacket. With Fu's mark across his chest, as well as the muzzle area in his mouth. I'm obviously reading from Dragon Ball Wiki right now.
No, I want to see the mouthpiece gone.
You may get that chance, but maybe you won't.
I know. I don't think I will. I think they're gonna keep him but like in general, like he's a cool looking.
He's cool.
Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, he's pretty cool. That's why I was like, I'd like to like.
He's got metal boots. He's got a metal straight jacket. Obviously, he still has the Saiyan tail, which is very disturbing. If you know anybody,
what he already looks like,
yeah. So it's kind of crazy that he still has the Saiyan tail. The Saiyan tail we have not seen in quite a while in the Dragon Ball series. And then there's another character that you kind of know, but you kind of don't know, and it's Goku Zeno. Yeah. So we've experienced Goku Black. We've experienced regular Goku. If you watch, GT, Kid Goku, all this other stuff. Now we have Goku Zeno. Do you know anything about Goku Zeno?
I mean, no, not much, no.
I read up on him. Apparently, he is a Goku from a separate timeline. So this is
the one that is going to be going Super Saiyan 4.
This is the one that's Super Saiyan 4. So he's a member of the Time Patrol, and Time Patrol,
which is cool. Kind of.
He is, and the Time Patrol is a group of warriors gathered by future Trunks in order to help stop the Time Breakers and prevent them with interfering with time. All right, well, first of all, yes, please.
Hold on, Mills. So let me get this straight. This is another timeline.
Yes.
Okay. So another timeline where Trunks basically starts a Time Patrol group.
Yes.
Okay.
To prevent people from fucking with time.
And he reborns Goku. He wishes Goku back to some extent, or
I don't know if
is he reincarnated, or is this just like
this is a Goku from a separate timeline?
See, I just read it right here. It says this Goku Xena is taller, and I'm like he has different body features from Goku.
He has. Did you see the hair? Look at the hair.
I see it.
There's a tiny extra thing in the hair.
There is. I see that.
It's wild. I don't respect
fit is hard.
Yeah, 100%.
The fit is hard, but like, okay. So basically, this Goku is from a whole other timeline. He's part of the Time Patrol with Trunks and some other members, and he can go Super Saiyan 4.
Yeah, I mean, he can go Super Saiyan 4.
I see Gohan Zeno. Look, man, this timeline's wild, man. This Time Patrol timeline coming.
But so essentially, this is the timeline where none of the stuff in Super happens. Super doesn't exist. The Super Saiyan God, none of that, and no other extra stuff. I mean, he goes Super Saiyan God, but this is the timeline where essentially it just goes through GT. Okay. And he becomes Super Saiyan 4 and all this other extra stuff. So,
okay, cool.
I mean, you get a little action.
It's different.
We get Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus Super Saiyan Blue Goku. So,
I'm not mad at it. His design is dope. I mean, he looks like Goku. But from a fashion standpoint, it looks awesome. And he does have a tad bit different characteristics. So
right.
Yeah.
Let's see. But that is the Dragon Ball Heroes. I mean, are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I mean, I'm so I feel like they're just prepping us for like the main series to come back, and it's just like I'm very happy about all the stuff going on, regardless of how funky it could sound. I mean, it's still Dragon Ball related, so it's all cool. Also, man, this Xeno Goku has he has a pack of sensu beans strapped to his belt, son. I don't know if you see that.
I see it.
But he don't play no games, so
no, not at all.
Bag looks heavy, guys. Bag looks heavy.
We've got just a few more extra sort of news like that. If you're interested in the old Dragon Ball Z movies, the remastered version will be hitting theaters this fall. TBZ Brawly, the legendary Super Saiyan, will be in theaters on September 15th and September 17th.
I'm hitting all these, man.
A double feature of Bardock, Father of Goku, and Fusion Reborn will be hitting theaters November 3rd and November 5th. Mm-hmm. So if you're interested in just sort of pre-gaming for the upcoming Dragon Ball Super movie and would like to go to a theater and watch Dragon Ball with other people who love Dragon Ball, or at least bring your own, bring your kin who you want to get them into Dragon Ball. Bring your girlfriend, bring your brother, bring your niece, bring your nephew.
Yeah, man, bring everybody.
Bring the whole family. There's only 2 days a week. It's on a Saturday and a Monday, which are weird days. But nonetheless, they're there. Also, in one more tidbit of news, Super Baby 2. Super Baby 2 will now be a playable character in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2.
I wish they put Baby on Fighters.
Yeah,
somebody has like a mod because they have the computer version. They have them on there, but yeah, no, Baby's one of the best designed characters from GT.
Right.
Yeah.
And Dragon Ball Fighter Z or Fighters. Why do I keep calling Fighter Z? It's just
I know. I did the same thing after a while.
Fighters.
It's just Fighters.
Fighters, because the Z is so prominent, and they obviously want you to know it's Dragon Ball Z.
They capitalize it in the promo.
And I capitalize it in my notes, so it's kind of like whatever. Yeah. Dragon Ball Fighters is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Revealed at E3 this year. So if you're a Nintendo Switch fan,
and some Fighters if you want
to play it on that console, which to me,
I guess if you're into playing it on the go.
Yeah,
I mean, go ahead, go for it. I would get it, but I'm not getting it at $60. So Bandai, holla at me. Nintendo, holla at me, because like I have it already on PS4. I have the Ultimate Edition on PS4, and I'm not paying $60 for a Switch version. But if you got a Switch and you're on the run and you like to do stuff on the run, go for it.
Right. Let's head into this wrapping up of the Cell Saga and all things that happened to it. We went through essentially about 6 episodes of just running through the Cell Saga from the beginning, from the android to Cell exploding to Future Trunks going back to his timeline and staying there for all of maybe like 10 years before he comes back. And we just wanted, I was just wondering, I was just like, all right, which characters in this series can you say contributed the most to this actual arc? Like, this is we've essentially watched it, we've essentially critiqued it, and now we're giving grades. Now we're saying like, now we're giving grades on who was the most, who contributed the most, who caused the most problems, who everything. So we're gonna give letter grades to pretty much the main set of characters from this series and see how much they actually contributed to the show. And maybe they contribute more in future sagas. Who knows?
Yeah, because this list that you have here is great, by the way. But I was actually just looking at them. It's like, it's all these guys did something.
They've done something?
Yeah. They've all had some moments.
Listen, let's run through it. And we're going to run through the first one. Let's start with Piccolo.
All right.
Piccolo in this series, he's coming off of He's coming off of the Frieza saga where he was important for all of about 5 minutes. He's coming back. He's trained for the androids. He's fused with Kami. He's stronger for another. We said about 36 hours. He was the strongest person.
He didn't know his name for 2 episodes.
He didn't know his name.
He was not sure who he was for 2 episodes.
How would you rank sort of his importance in this series?
Well, I think that Piccolo's most important piece in this saga was his dialogue. I think we got a lot of information that we needed from him just listening in on other people. Like he tied in a lot of different stories, but I'm not gonna say that he was a huge majority top player in this saga, man. I'm just not. Like it's almost like they wanted to give him some shine. You know, he ended up fusing with Kami, but he had a good battle with 17 in that state, but it's not like that really.
And you know what? I might roll Kami into like the Piccolo thing because I do have.
I hear you because if you just do Kami alone, Kami gets a D- thing.
Yeah,
because
I'll say this with the whole Piccolo and Kami thing. I think the strongest thing they contributed to this series was finding out about Cell. Yeah, and finding out that there is another creature that is way more darker and deeper than the androids. And his name is Cell. And he has the first interaction with Cell. He's the first one to learn about it, but he's not really the one to sort of like put the nail in the coffin. So I give him that about learning about the being able to bring the attention to a new villain towards us, but I can't really give him props on anything else.
It's tough. Like I said,
great fight with 17. Great fight with 17.
His dialogue and us finding the information out, but I just feel like the evolution of Piccolo was like him fusing with Kami was not really. It was just. I guess they just wanted to let you guys know that Piccolo got a little stronger this saga.
Right. If you had to give him a grade, what were you giving him?
I'm giving him a C.
I'm giving him a C too. I think a C is accurate.
I think that's respectable for his
passable, saga. But
yeah,
maybe do a little bit better. Next up, we got Android 16.
Woo!
Critical.
Is 16
critical in the clutch?
Is he an MVP candidate?
He is. I say more sixth man of the year.
Okay, that's
I'd
fair.
say more sixth man of the year.
That's fair.
I'd say I wouldn't know if I wouldn't know if I'd give him an MVP candidate, but he's someone who came off the bench and suddenly had a role and contributed to the game.
Literally had a role.
Android 16 at first, he was really kind of nothing. He was this guy that's sort of designed to kill Goku, but at the end he became so critical in the clutch, in the final moments, and sort of being able to help Gohan unleash what had been inside him for so long and help contributing to sort of the destruction at Cell at the expense of his own destruction. So
he protected 18 for a good period of time. Mm-hmm. He fought Cell pretty solidly before, things went sideways.
Right.
So, I think his impact it definitely stands there. It's hard to look past him pushing Gohan to his next limit. So
easily,
what do you got, man?
If I had to put a grade for him, I'm giving him like what he did at the end was pretty.
It's big, but I don't know if I want to go over a B.
I wouldn't go over B. I would maybe give it even a. Do I want to even B? I think B- is too harsh.
B-. A B-. So, it's not like he. Okay, so his biggest moment was that.
Right.
So
that was the moment.
You're right.
That was the moment for it's a respectable grade for a guy who literally never shows up again in this series.
That's fair.
We have Android 17 after, and Android 17 is someone who pretty much lasts only the first half of this arc. So it's kind of hard.
I can only. We don't even. Dude, I'm gonna give him a C, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna give him a C. I'm gonna give him a C because he killed Jiro.
Ooh, okay.
That's it.
Yes.
I would have went lower, but he killed Jiro.
He killed Jiro. I think that was really his main thing.
That was really it, bro. Everything else was like
he roughed up the guys a little bit.
Yeah. But
had a great fight, but yeah,
dialogue. But
killed Jiro.
Killed Jiro.
Listen, C is fair. We have Android 18, it's the sister.
Well, for me, I mean, just looking at 18, they obviously gave her a bigger role.
Yeah,
and I think a lot of it had to do with Krillin.
Yep.
But that's fine. You know, they're telling a story, so it worked out perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Krillin breaking the remote and what that led to.
Right.
18 being thrown back up. I mean, she's pretty dominant throughout the whole thing.
She has, I'd say, probably her biggest moment in this entire series is probably the fight she had with Vegeta.
Oh yeah, and then that was phenomenal, of course.
That was a phenomenal fight, but I don't know if it's like in terms of contribute outside of that. What is she?
Then she's just a big piece of the story.
She's just a big piece of the story. Yeah. She's a big piece of the story.
But again,
both androids are in a way.
Yeah, we're talking about somebody who, the Krillin piece is also important. But I mean, that's just from a storytelling standpoint. I don't know what I want to give her though, because I don't want to go B. I feel like
C plus.
C plus. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like a C plus.
A C plus player in this series. And then do we want to do the main characters last, like the obvious, the Saiyans?
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's skip over to Krillin. Krillin we have here. Krillin, the thrower of sensu beans, the man who is held with a large responsibility through this series and guarding the remote, and destroying the remote.
Yelling for Goku.
Doesn't have a lot of moments, but quite honestly, none of really the Earthlings besides one really have any moments in this. Why do I have Master Roshi on this list?
I saw that.
You know what? Whatever.
I'm surprised I didn't see Chaozu in
here. He made a great broth. Krillin, I would probably give him. He had an arc. Listen, him sort of being the liaison between Android 16 and keeping them there. Being the sort of liaison between the androids.
He had a role, dude.
He had a role. He had a role in this. It's not everyone has a role. I give him a C.
I'm gonna give him a C plus.
I give him a C. Oh yeah, he had a role. There was definitely an episode revolving around the decisions that Krillin had.
Right.
Tien. Whew.
Tien. Well,
having one game where he just went off.
Yeah.
He literally just went stupid.
Straight up, man.
A Brandon Jennings 60-point game.
Yeah, right. Like if I'm Tien's teacher, he's gonna love me, bro, because I'm giving him a B plus.
Whoa. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm giving him a B plus.
I give him a B minus.
Yeah, it's just like, for me, I'm going based off the fact that he had a lot of dialogue, but he's like, yo, I'm not just gonna sit here and let this happen. And nobody else, Krillin don't do that unless somebody's like behind him, like two other guys behind him.
Yamcha's not doing that.
Yamcha definitely don't do that.
100% not doing that.
And we're talking about Cell. Tien sat there and watched what this man could do for like 30 minutes. And he still was like, I have to do something. Yeah. And then what he did was just like it was his biggest moment.
You know what?
And it was just awesome. I mean, I'm talking about, it's Tien, bro.
Right. Like, he's part of the final scene. He's part of the final scene with Yamcha and Krillin and Piccolo, where they're all.
He went the extra mile, bro. Like nobody else ever goes the extra mile. Like,
he did the extra part.
Point.
Like,
he killed himself, bro. Literally.
Almost. I agree.
That's hard, dude. That's hard.
I'll give him damn. You've kind of pushed him to a B now.
Because okay. Let me ask you a question. What happens if Tien's not there that day?
Whew. Cell probably get. I mean, the inevitable happens nonetheless.
Absolutely. But
so maybe it just prolonged the inevitable. I wouldn't say he had the impact to the point where it's like, okay, something major did not happen because Tien was there, but the Android 18 managed to get away. He might have killed 16, but he killed 16 anyway. He might have gotten Android 18, but he gets Android 18 anyway.
That's true, but 16 being dead at that point means way, way, way less if he would have got killed later on. Because when he got killed later on, it was important.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, it was important. So if he would have murked 16 then, we may not have had Super Saiyan 2 Gohan.
You're right.
But I'm just, in general, it was an awesome moment, and Tien deserves a good grade.
Listen, all right, B. I'll give Tien a B. Let's go down here. We have Bulma. And I know what grade you want to give her.
You know what I want to give her.
Well, Bulma. Let's talk about Bulma. She's been there through the entire series. She was there when Frieza showed up. She was there when the android showed up. She was there. I think she skipped it out on Cell. I would have obviously done the same thing. But she's there in finding a lot of she helped, she designed, she does a lot of things in this series. I mean, you can't every team needs a great coach.
Yeah, bro. I mean, she's Popovich, man. You know, like she just gets everything and she gets it right away.
Right. And it may be a little shaky at times because, you know, blah blah blah, however they write women in this series, but she does a great job. I'm going to give her a grade before you. Well, no, you give her a grade before I give her a grade.
I'm giving her an A.
I'm giving her an A, yeah.
Yeah, I'm giving her an A. Yeah, I won't go any higher than that because she did a lot of damage in Android Saga. Like she was going off. Right. But like, you know, it's the Cell Saga. She was still very predominant. Like I'm going.
I'm gonna forego the next two that I have on this list because I don't know why I have Chi-Chi or Master Roshi on here. But shout out to them.
Chi-Chi. I'm gonna give.
She nursed Goku back.
I'm gonna give her a quick D plus.
She nursed Goku back. You can't. There's no D plus.
I'm giving her a D plus.
Oh my god! Listen to you. What about Master Roshi? If you had to give him anything, what is he doing? He's there. He's moral support.
Actually, you know what? No, man. Chi-Chi failed, bro, because she let Yamcha stay in that fucking crib when that should not have happened. But and Roshi, he's gradeless, man. He's gradeless, man.
And incomplete.
Yeah, he didn't even finish. He's
incomplete. Yamcha. I'd have to give him a D.
Yeah, he was there.
He was there. He contributed to the ending, and that's the reason why he doesn't have an F.
Yeah, he was there.
He was there. I mean, he was the first sacrifice. He was the barometer in how strong these androids were when they put a hole through his chest. So it is. We have Dende.
Dende's very important.
Maneuver the Dragon Balls.
Yeah, he definitely passes.
I'll give him.
What are you giving him?
I'll give him. You know what? In the short amount of time he was there, I'll give him a B.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't going to go any higher than that.
I'll give him a B because I feel like what he did with the Dragon Balls and sort of making sure everyone could come back to life.
Yeah,
is way more important than anything Kami's done over the last two arcs.
That's facts.
And then we have Mr. Satan.
Mr. Satan, man. Mr. Satan gets an A from me.
Introduced at the end, a comedic relief character, but still has a moment where he contributes to the final part of the series by throwing Android 16's head at the feet of Gohan. And then he's, paraded as the champion of Earth and the one who defeated Cell.
He gets an A, bro.
I'll give him a C.
His whole plan, bro.
I'll give him a C. That was a good throw. I'll give him a C.
Satan gets an A, man. Mr. Satan.
And
he has a car with 3 6s on the side. Hard.
Oh my god.
Mr. Satan looked like his dad is black, don't he?
Yeah, he could be mixed. A little mixed action.
I think Satan's mixed, bro.
A little mixed action. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. We've got. Let's go through it here. Future Trunks. Big important, pretty much.
And if you.
But he's also a reason why a lot of this happened.
Yeah, he is. He is. But but that's I don't want to. I mean, the cause and effect is the cause and effect, right?
Right.
But Trunks, man,
what he contributed, he gave Goku the heart thing. That was big. The fact that Goku's still alive is because of Trunks.
Damn, dude. Trunks got to get an A, bro.
I mean,
Trunks got to get an A, bro.
It's an A. Yeah, he dies in the end. He doesn't make it, and then he's wished back.
But we get an awesome Vegeta moment.
This is
because of that.
100%. He's the one who sort of begun the turn of Vegeta, and Vegeta becoming more of a softie.
Yeah.
Humanizing the Prince of all Saiyans.
It's hard to do. To do.
You know what? You're right. An A.
Dude, I'm just saying. I know he does end up dying, but man, he's literally in every scene.
Vegeta. Vegeta.
Man. Well, it's kind of I like how Vegeta's basically his whole thing is still predominantly like, I want to be stronger than Kakarot. I'll handle this myself. But somewhere near, I think it was around the Gohan stuff, is when he was like, yo, I just have to accept that. Not just is Goku stronger than me, his son is.
Right.
And my son's not far behind.
Right.
So he's just, I think Cell Games was when Vegeta had truly understood what he was a part of.
Right. He's a main character, so he's by default you're at least getting over a C.
You're gonna pass. It's just okay. So what was the dot? So him losing to 18.
He turned Super Saiyan. That was big for him. That was a big little step in the right direction for him. He lost to 18. He becomes stronger, but in turn he loses to Cell.
Bro, he let Cell go.
That's true.
Oh my gosh, man!
Oh god!
And then 18 broke his arm, but he did help Gohan finish the deal last minute.
That's a B.
Just
it's barely a B. It's barely a B.
You're right. Bro.
It's like
I want to give him more, but like you're right.
It's barely a B. It's like, listen. It's like you look at the teacher. He's like, "Listen, I'll do some things for you. All right, I'll find some extra points somewhere around."
He curved everything.
Yeah, he was like, "I'll find some extra points around. I'll figure something out." Gosh, let's go Goku.
So Goku's the one who basically they go train, they come out, and he's calm and he's relaxed. Goku clearly had a plan the whole time.
Right. The plan was always Gohan.
He
knew Gohan was the plan before Gohan knew he was the plan.
Absolutely. So without Goku, there is none of this.
Oh, clearly, because when he died in that alternate timeline, it was literally none of this happened.
You don't want to live in a life where Goku is not alive.
It's just he's the man with the plan, despite him being an idiot sometimes. But he's the man with the plan, and a lot of things move forward and push forward because Goku's there, and that's partly because how they write the series. But it just feels like it's true. Everything seems more right when he was there. When he was asleep for 20 episodes, it was kind of like chaos. When he woke up, things started heading on a route. He was like, "All right, listen, we can go train. We can do this. We can do that. We can."
None of this was his fault either.
Yeah.
Like, really? It's really not his fault. Like, well, I guess
if you look back, Red Ribbon.
And, I mean, it's his fault from the extent of everything. It's just like he really gave the ball to somebody else for the first time in ever. And gave it to Gohan.
Listen, it's an A.
It's an A. It's an easy A. Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
Gohan. Now, here's the thing with Gohan. Gohan is the reason why they beat Cell. Correct. Gohan is literally the reason. I mean, Goku helps a lot. Father, Son, Kamehameha, all this other cool stuff. Gohan is the reason they beat Cell. Gohan is the one who ascends to the next level. Gohan is the one who fights Cell. But really, before that, he really had nothing to do with anything.
Which, in our defense, I just think that was done obviously from like a writing standpoint, and they knew how much he was going to get anyways, and I think they just tucked it away, and it was almost like they were trying to like trick the viewers or the readers
into not making it believe, because it felt like Goku was going to be the one.
Right, not even thinking about like Gohan being the one to handle all this, but then they slowly start like building you towards him.
Once they get in the chamber.
Absolutely, that's when it started. That's when it started. Absolutely. That is exactly when it started. But so you're right. He wasn't very predominant. He wasn't out there.
But he's the one who beat Cell. I don't know.
He is the one who beat Cell.
I don't think you could give him less than an.
I think he has to be at least an A.
He's an A. I wanted to give him.
I don't think there wasn't. It's hard because we didn't give nobody one.
Yeah, but you can't.
You can't. You really can't. You're right. He gets an A.
He gets an A.
So who had 3 A's or 2 A's? Was it?
You had Goku,
Bulma, and Gohan.
Yep. That's it. They're the ones at the top of the class.
Obviously, I was kidding about my A grade on Hercule. If nobody caught that. He's not an A. But yeah, no, those are the 3 A's, man. Listen, they carried the saga.
100. Cell Saga, Android Saga is my favorite one. Still.
Really?
It's my favorite one. It's the Android and Cell. There's so many layers.
It's really tough.
So much depth. The story of it, there's a story that carries it before the actual fighting does. And that's what I appreciate the most about it.
And then that's a lot of Frieza takebacks, and just like that saga too. You just get to go back and just see how everybody's just grown.
Yeah.
So a lot of growth happens between a lot of different characters in this saga, and both the sagas, and I think that's what makes it so special.
I love it. I love all of it. Listen. We had 4 categories for our poll. Let's see if I could pull up the results of the poll.
I'm about to say, you still have them up?
It was a fairly close poll. I'll give you that. Did you vote?
No, I didn't.
I did not vote either. I wanted it to leave it in the hands of the people who listen to this. I wanted to leave it in the hands of people.
Yeah, because if I would have voted, it would have been more of selfish reasons than like maybe what we should have talked about.
We had 4 categories. Oh, let's see. I got it right here. We have 4. We had the Buu Saga.
Yeah.
We had the Tien Shin Han Saga of Dragon Ball.
Mm-hmm.
We had the Super 17 Saga of GT, and we had the Goku Black Saga of Super. At some point, I want to tell you this because I stayed close to the results.
Yeah.
This entire thing. And I know one thing that'll make you happy was at some point the Tien Shin Han Saga was winning.
It was, but honestly, I was, for my own selfish reasons, that's what I wanted to do. I was just watching Dragon Ball over again, and I was getting really into it, and I was like, this show's really good. Like, like I was like, people need to be watching this still. And but yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
It ended up in sort of the last place.
It happens, man. It couldn't hold on, man.
The Dragon Ball. Super 17 Saga was up next. It got 22% of the vote.
Okay.
So people were into Super 17, wanted to see that. I would expect those are like, I don't know, people who like Super 17 are kind of like very niche Dragon Ball Z fans, and I call them probably more diehard than anything.
Probably.
27% we had Super, the Goku Black Saga. It just finished in America. I was excited to talk about it. That's the one I would have chosen.
I would have been cool with talking about it. Only because there's a lot of things that you have to understand.
There's a lot.
Tough to understand.
It's kind of like learning a language in a sense.
Bro, it is just a lot to keep.
It's a lot. Like, it's literally a lot. And some contradictions and things they're cleaning up and a lot of other things. It's much more than just like, oh, he comes back from the future. There's motivations. There's like all these other extra sort of things that go into it. And there's the manga, which is different. It's slightly different than the actual anime.
And I feel like, before they come back to start whatever series is next, I feel like we should definitely talk about it. Yeah, we should. I feel like we should definitely give it a look, like right before the new whatever drops next year.
I didn't put I didn't put the Saiyan Saga on it because I felt like that would have immediately just blew everything out of the water.
Probably.
But I feel like the Saiyan Saga is also something we have to talk about.
Yeah, that's an easy one too.
Because
I've probably seen the Saiyan Saga more than anything.
Right, because pretty much like the new Saiyans are going to be introduced in this movie.
Yeah.
And it just sort of go back to the roots and kind of understand what a Saiyan is and what it means and all this other thing. But the winner, 31%. This means this was all close. I mean, those
are all close numbers. Huh?
This is all close. It could have been another 14 votes. We could have swung this somewhere else.
What was the bottom? What was fourth? What was the bottom number?
Tianjin on Saga got 20% of the votes.
Yeah, I mean,
so it's a margin. The Buu Saga barely got a third of the votes. Tianjin Han Saga got about a fifth of the vote. So it's not that big of a margin when you think about it. But the winner was Dragon Ball Z Buu Saga.
Yeah.
And
the fans got us going in order right now.
The good thing is we get to pick up right in order. I mean, we literally get to go from the Cell Saga to the Buu Saga. It's going to be fine. The thing about the Buu Saga, I'd say pros and cons of the Buu Saga. And to me, there have always been more cons to the Buu Saga than there have been pros.
Mm-hmm.
The pros to the Buu Saga is it's just a lot of things happened.
We talked about this privately.
A lot of things happen. I mean, there's an Otherworld tournament. There's a Great Saiyaman Saga. There's the World Tournament. There's Buu's back, and then you got 5 different Buus, and then it's kind of like so. It's a continuing story. We have Mr. Satan becomes a prominent character and becomes a voice in this entire thing. There's a lot of different things happening. We revisit the rivalry between Goku and Vegeta during this.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you something about Buu Saga. There is some atrocious filler in Buu Saga, God. Bro. And that's the only thing that there's some really bad filler in Buu Saga, so that's probably gonna be the hardest thing to get through. But when you're in the core of it, it really honestly, in my opinion, some of the best stuff is when Kid Buu is out here.
But then
it takes a while.
It takes so long. You get to the point where there are Buus that don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
You get to the point there's filler where they're inside of Buu, and it's just like Vegeta's like jumping, like some shit like that.
Even Vegeta doesn't want to be there.
You get Vegeta. You get characters that are pulled to the front and then pulled back immediately. So there's a lot of different things about the Buu Saga that we're gonna hit and we're gonna critique very closely.
We do get to talk about Super Saiyan 3 Goku a good bit though.
Yeah, so that's happened, and there's another Super Saiyan 3. We got to talk about Goten and Trunks
and the absence of Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta.
That's a big thing as well. The absence there's an absence of a lot of different characters in this thing, man. And then there's the introduction of Supreme Kai, his introduction to the series, and how it differs from how we see him literally the rest of the series.
Listen, you asked me if I started watching already. I have. So when you guys actually start watching with us and whatnot, and you pay attention to Supreme Kai when you first meet him, and then just look at what he is, and you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" It's actually really funny.
We got Babidi, we got Deborah, we got that entire filler leading up to it.
Design, dude.
Oh my god!
And we're gonna be talking about this a lot because there are some things I don't like about Buu Saga, but
so we're gonna there are definitely things. So it gives us a good chance to critique it in a good way, in a bad way, but we will critique it, and we will run through the Buu Saga. We'll let you guys know when that series is going to start. We've just started watching it. I've just started watching it. I'm at the Gohan, a prepubescent in high school,
is that what you was?
Trying to figure out his ways and figure out his way around women and all this other coming of age.
Right now, Supreme Kai is tripping out over Goku, Gohan, and Vegeta fighting in Babidi's ship.
Yeah,
and he's like, "Why you guys want to fight so bad?" So that's where I am right now.
He has no clue.
Yeah,
he has no clue at this point. Even though he's supposed to be the Supreme Kai and looking over the universe, but he has no clue. But until then, my guy, this has been the season finale of The Lookout.
And it was awesome.
It was awesome. Shout out to everyone who jumped up on board and watching us go
thanks
through.
For like everybody just for real, man, connecting with us and talking to us on social media about some of the things that you guys want.
We promised to do the Fit episode.
It's happening. It's
happening. Season 3.
We talked about it, so
we're gonna do the Fit episode. So there's plenty of fits. Your favorite fits, you can send them to us. We'll stockpile them away.
Yeah,
we'll bring them out.
I did start saving them too. I really did.
We've got so much stuff coming up forward. RNC Radio, you can listen to all of our beautiful podcasts on the air, and we've got so many at this point.
Yeah.
You can
listen on bringing over 2 belts too, by the way, man.
Listen, it's a beautiful marriage. Why not? It's a great thing. So we've got RSPN with yourself and Mark. Season finale this week. So by the time you hear this, they're coming out on Friday.
Special guests.
Listen, you're going to want to stay tuned. We have the RNC Radio podcast, which is on a hiatus for the foreseeable. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see. There's, of course, us, The Lookout. There's, of course, the A Show, which comes to you every week. Every week in the world of wrestling, something happens. And, if you want to listen to Jeff, who was just on the previous episode of the A Show, you can listen to it in the archives. It's on SoundCloud. It's on iTunes. It's on Stitcher. It's on Google Play. We have the Perfect Play podcast with Huey. We have Late Fees with Justin, Eric, Wes, and Pat. And of course, as you mentioned, we got 2 belts. 2 belts for myself and Carlos. We're brand new to the RNC Radio Network. Listen, the family just grows stronger.
Who's next, man?
Who's next? And we've got playlists continuing to come down the pipeline. Make sure you stay subscribed to RNC Radio on Spotify. Make sure you look for the RNC Radio Live playlists on Apple.
Follow us on Twitter.
All beautiful types of things, man. Follow us on Twitter at RNC Radio Live. Follow us everywhere. Just the promotion of it. My mouth is dry from just the promotion of it, my friend. Like it's just
big dogs, bosses,
and just wait.
Moving the culture, bro.
Just wait, man. Just wait. The best is yet to come. I promise you that. So make sure to stay subscribed, and we'll be back next season. Maybe we'll bring some guests along. I feel like we need to. I think
it'd be fun. We have like I said, a lot of people interacting with us who are just close homies from Twitter and whatnot, and then showing a lot of love. So
we did this one to show that we could. We kept this one close to the chest. Yeah. Season 3, we might start bringing a few more people down the pipeline to start these discussions. But until then, RNC Radio Live, Lookout fans, continue to support us. If you like what you listen to, hit us on Twitter at #LookoutRNC.
Yeah. If you like what you see, DM me at Old Newsboy.
And if you like what you're listening to, follow me.
I guess.
At Meals TV, of course. On Twitter. Thank you, Jeff. We'll be back. Season 3.
We'll see you.
Peace.